Yo, PBO people, you've waited long enough, especially you little Sunset players. Today, a special day, Sunset PRs, hosted by Blue Fusion 321 Say Hi,
Hello.
and of course, the Jirachi All-Star Jakar.
Hello. Yeah, it is a special day, isn't it? We love sunset in this household. Did you know, Blue Fusion 321, I have every division muted except sunset. That's how committed to the game I am.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Means a lot.
Should we take it away with number 14?
Think we shall.
With the Birmingham Buizels. I'm Pingu. Yeah, so this has been a tough season. We knew it was going to be a tough season. No Chi-Yu. It's fucked up. It's crazy. The team, I don't even hate that much. Look, Streets, no. I love a bit of Overquill. I love a bit of Moltres. I love a bit of Shaman. Terra Garganacle. Sheesh, talk dirty to me. But, the structure is missing a little something, I think.
Yeah. I think I would agree with that. My big thing with this team is I feel like Manaphy without Terra is a huge waste of points on this. I think I mentioned it when we recorded the initial PRs, but like I don't hate this team. I think it's just we just haven't been performing at our best.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, the issue with this team, like you say, Manaphy's maybe a bit of a waste of points. This is why I don't think that like the Chi-Yu situation is that crazy, because Manaphy, some bitch got Tail Go and also 100 speed, so it's basically Chi-Yu.
True.
But
Even throw Terra Fire on it, make it a Chi.
Throw Terra Fire on it, now we're fucking talking. But like, we got Shaman and Moltres and Alomomola and to be like Shaman and Moltres particularly don't all have to be defensive, and Garganacle. They're not all exclusively defensive pieces, but I think with the momentum sync that Florges in particular and sometimes Alomomola can be, it gets kind of tough. Like, we don't have big buttons. Our button guy is Latios. That's like our only big button clicker, and that's kind of abusable by steel types, right?
Yeah.
We still don't have anything over 110 speed. I would love to see a 1 guy. I think a 110 speed Darko would be a lot for the team. I don't think we need Florges. Run Terra Fairy Ape. That's your fairy type. Chill. All good. That's what I'd do. Get something over 110. And then I reckon we're good. I think we're good to go.
I suppose I don't really disagree with that. I just kind of think like this team will perform in generations where it's more where the playstyle is kind of slower, I guess. Like this team just doesn't seem to have the offensive firepower that you need in Gen 9.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, like, I don't know. Maybe SD Scale Shot Overquill can be that guy, but we're really fucking scraping the bottom of the barrel right now, you know what I mean? it's getting tough out here. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think, like, as we say, I don't think the team is total garbage or anything of the sort, but it's really inefficiently built. On non-Terra Manaphy seems like it's basically very similar to Alomomola in ways.
I can agree with that. Let me check one thing, because I think Persian Alola is technically faster than Latios.
It's 115, yeah. It's 115, and it does get plot, but it's not really, you know.
Yeah, it's pretty immensely
It's not come to a game yet.
That's
not
come to a game.
I just had to mention it so that way people in the comments aren't like, well, actually, There's a Persian Alola that's faster than
Well,
Latios.
here's the secret. If you think that I've got something wrong, I haven't actually got anything wrong ever in my life. I was just on another level where Persian is so offensively underwhelming, it doesn't even count.
That is true. That mon is
Mhm.
completely unusable.
hmm Yeah, I think that's kind of that's where I'm at with this team. Particularly with Persian. Can we go on about Persian just slightly? You have Overquill. I don't know what Persian's doing here.
Hmm.
We need to be up in the offense a little bit. Give this team some juice, and then I reckon we could pick up. I think we're flying.
I'd agree. Shall we move on?
Oh, I would love to move on to number 13. It's the Dreary Darmanitans. This is what I was saying in the preseason. We click U-turn / flip turn with Corv and Swamp, and then we go to a breaker, and we just rinse and repeat that for the whole game until Terragren is in a winning position with Balbont.
Yeah.
Because there's always a Gren set.
I will say, I think Shifu Single is probably one of the best physical breakers on the decks currently.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty nice addition, I think, especially when you're just U-turning and whatnot.
I don't disagree. I absolutely 100% agree. But it replaced Hisuian Arcanine, which I think isn't almost like a very similarly good physical breaker, just in terms of like banded sets. It is slower though, so there is that. So maybe in that regard, single strike is a lot better. I don't know. I think there's a lot of potential for this team to win. I'm glad we got rid of Gengar. That's good. But yeah, I still maintain that this team should be putting in work because it's got the pivots necessary, and now we've got PZ and Single Strike and Kieran. Personally, I would be tempted to put Terra on Tealpon over one of the other two guys, just because I think that has greater value for stopping opposing sweeps.
I think I would agree with that, especially PZ. I feel like that's kind of unnecessary to have Terra on that when realistically probably 8 times out of 10 you're gonna run Terra. You're gonna run Terra on oh my goodness. You're gonna run Terra on the Frog, probably 8 times out of 10, and then for the other 10% of the time, you're probably running it on Shifu.
Yeah, I think
so.
I think that along those lines, like PZ doesn't add a lot that those two do, right? Like Single Strike is already doing a similar job that PZ would be doing, and then Gren is like your I'm winning the game now guy. So Tealpon, we saw it on Metal's week 3 game, I think it was week 3, where he was pretty easily able to stop a Cloister sweep with Terra Tealpon, and then Tealpon literally just won the game. And that's on a team with Terra and Amorous as well. So, you know, it's not like it's taking the spotlight away from the big Terra guy. It's just, I think Tealpon has gone through a bit of a renaissance because it was super overrated for a while for the wrong reasons, and now I think it's coming back for an understanding that actually it's fantastic speed control.
I do think I agree with that, and even like, I feel like Terra on PZ, kind of as you said, there's no really role that this thing performs that's not already performed on this. Like, Kieran's the special, Kieran's the special offense here, and I don't know, PZ just feels pretty redundant.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I agree. So we can juice the team up slightly on the speed, and then we are going, brother. I think, and to be fair, Dreary did win. Spoilers: the Week 5 game versus Leo. So, although that may have been a forfeit win, Street's telling me, coming in fresh.
Which
fresh
one?
off
The Dreary Lane? Dreary Lane Leo?
Yeah, yeah.
I
No,
don't
Dreary Lane beat
I
Leo.
think so. No.
Oh, you
Dreary
just
Lane
smoked
beat
Leo.
Leo too.
Classic fucking Leo. Okay, well, yeah, sick. It's good to go then. See you in playoffs.
So true.
This is a 4-4 or a 5-3 team.
Certainly. Shall we move on to the Charleston Chesnaughts?
The Charleston Chesnaughts, Mr. Don Colbus, whose only win, funnily enough, is against Drury Lane. Been rough past few weeks for old Donny boy.
Yeah.
We talked about at the start that this was going to have to be a super fast offensive season from Don.
hmm
And
And
he's broken against the rocks somewhat.
yeah, we did make some transactions though.
Mm.
We dropped Intellion's fuck ass, which is nice. Then we dropped Mamo, which I don't know how I feel about that. Exchanging it for Ursaluna.
Yeah, I mean, so the issue is Mamo added a lot to the team, but it presented a lot of issues in the sense of like rock shit is really annoying and
That's fair. That is
yeah.
fair. I will say, our only rocker now is Deoxys speed. Is that not incorrect?
Yeah, that is correct. Which we don't love around these parts because stealth rocks are very good. I would not be worrying about packing boots into this team. I would in fact be worrying about packing webs into this team. Seems like it would fuck this team up because Blaziken and D-Speed super don't want to be running boots. And the removal is like non-existent. I don't know. I think it's still got the juice, but we just need to be hitting shit until we die. Unfortunately, we may need to go to the Tsar school of stay in. Never back down.
I think I agree with that. I think on a team like this, you gotta either lead screens, Klefki, and then or just lead Blaziken and just try and chip things as much as you can.
Yeah, I mean, you're basically just looking to immediately start applying offensive pressure, right? And then you have Zap and Dragagi as your pivots, and you're just trying to set up so that one of Zarude or D-Speeds can win the game. Maybe Azumarill or Blaziken, but almost never.
Yeah.
So yeah, like we talked about in the preseason, again, it's probably a fine team, and we know Don Colbus has the juice to get it done. But it's hard.
I will say, looking at their upcoming opponents for the rest of the season, Streets are saying it might be tough.
He's
It
got a
might
bit
be
of a
tough
gauntlet to
to
run.
make
He does have a
playoffs.
bit of a gauntlet to run, but
Yeah.
we can squeak 3-1 out of the remaining 4. Surely.
There is also the potential to make it in with a 3-5 record. I'm not sure how probable
It is
that is in regards to
possible.
this division, but
It is theoretically possible, so we'll see.
it has been done.
Kind of a soy way to get in, though. I think
It is.
Conkeldurrs has got more motion than that.
I think I agree.
So I look forward to it. I look forward to it. Shall we move on
I think so.
to big number 11? It's the Janeiro Tinkatons, lazy ball Toro, who hasn't played half his game. And respectfully, with the highest of respects, Aiden just bought it out of his gourd. Absolutely mind-numbing gameplay to watch in the week 2 game. And also, with the greatest of respect, I don't like the team. And I said that in the preseason. I maintain it now. It doesn't do anything for me. I think Terra King Gambit is super kind of fucking shit. Frankly, as a cleaner, I prefer Terra Killer Watchful.
Yeah.
This just doesn't have the juice. I don't know how Cowpow and Aiden lost to this team. Well, I know how Aiden did. I don't remember how Cowpow lost to this team. But it feels like this team should not have the juice, and I suspect, but I hope not. I hope that Lazy proves me wrong, because I am all about the game. I've got respect for the game. Look, there are many things that I hold in respect of the game. I would love to see this do well, but I just don't have the faith in this team. It doesn't have much juice. It's got like Golden Go, Tamarot as your 1 and 2, Non-Terra Golden Go as well, which is just, it feels weak. And then we went Killer Watchful. It all kind of just feels like, ugh, what are we here for?
Yeah.
But, yeah, go on.
I feel like on a scale of 1 to 10, this team is filled with nothing but sixes, with maybe the occasional 7 here. But yeah, I will say having our 2 wins coming off of sort of very weird scenarios, and to further that, our 2 losses are forfeit losses, so we really can't see
We don't have a lot
how
of
well
info,
this
right?
team actually performs.
Yeah. I
will say,
consensus
though,
6. Go on.
if this team drops another forfeit loss, this could very well become a new franchise.
Well, you know, we assume that isn't going to happen because he's scheduled his game, and I'm looking forward to watching it. Streets have been saying Chikar never mutes Sunset. That's his boys. So,
That is true.
you know what's funny though? I hate Don Fan so much. Tangentially, been using that shit.
Certified
Crunchy needs to get a
3
better
turn.
Crunchy needs to get a better fucking mascot.
Whoa! That's where I step in. No, we don't hate on the Don fan. We don't hate on Ottawa Don fans here. We're pro Ottawa Don fan.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of info on this team.
Yeah.
But visually, I still don't like it. But I hope that I'm proven wrong. Should we move on?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do it. Number 10, the New York Nickits. It's Caleb 32. Talk to me about this team, Blue Fusion.
Well, we do not have a round 1 pick, but that being said, we still have gone 500 so far for the season, which is pretty solid, with wins against teams that are sort of around our standing level, and we did lose to 2 of the best teams in the division, so this team still looks pretty promising.
It does. Surprisingly so. I believe we had it low in the preseason, and I still have my reservations at the team. As you say, it doesn't look like it already has it round 1, but many such cases. We do have 4 good, like, phenomenal Pokemon to start us off. Quality of the Mons kind of is a bit iffy from there, but clearly it's got the juice. Big Dog's got it done so far, and I do think that it's it can be kind of a scary team if you let him get what he wants. Like if you let Sneasler get a free turn, that can just be GG's right there. Same with, to be honest, Prim and Gouch. So, you know, it's got pieces. It's got bits and bobs. And
Yeah. There's no piece on this team besides maybe the Fortress that I would say is like bad on this.
Probably, yeah. I mean, like Zoroark is specifically pretty good in this structure, right? Not always the case, but I think specifically here it works because it can feign being a bunch of different things.
Sneasler.
Sneasler, but also like low kicks, because if you play
That
around
is
with low kicks
true.
too much, it's actually fucking bad. Like, it is actually severely bad.
That is true.
So, yeah. It surprised me. I'm pleasantly surprised by this team. And I think that I think we put it lower because we're still maybe a little bit skeptical, but if you keep performing, like, egg on my face. I don't know about you.
Yeah. I would forget specifically where we placed this. We did place it towards the bottom.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's very much the possibility that we are proved wrong with this.
Yeah. Which I love. I love being proved wrong.
I will say the next 2 weeks seem to be can be very challenging to this team, but
Potentially,
those
but
last
we
2
do have a
weeks-
free win week 8, so it's
week
like
8. That is true. That is true.
it could be worse. It could be worse.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think, look, low kicks is cool. Streets know I love gouge. Streets know I love gouge. So, would love to see this keep doing well. I mean, 2-2. That's a solid start.
You
It's not
can't
us to
complain
take the
about it
tournament.
at all.
No. Should we
Shall we
move
move
on?
on?
Oh yes, music to my ears, brother. We'd love to move on. So number
Free
9,
wins.
the free win machine himself. Handed out another one this week, but we won't talk about that one because we're only doing it from week 4.
I would say, based off of how this season has kind of gone for Aiden, I think it is somewhat comical to have your mascot be, or have your location be, a city that specializes in ice types.
Because he has fucking thrown Dragonite to the wolves every game. That guy Dragonite has not clicked a fucking attacking move, I'm pretty sure, in all 3 games it's been. Like, come on. Come on.
Yeah, Streets is saying week 2 he was not packing Ironhead, but that's kind of beside the point, I think. But I will say is I think the structure on this team is very solid. I think, like you said, once we start clicking attacking moves with Dragonite, this team might get a lot. This team improves.
Yeah, a whole new world, bro. A whole new fucking world. Once we start, like, actually using our guys, it's a whole new world. Imagine, for just a moment, let me paint a picture for you. We use Dragonite and actually click attacking buttons, and then we click Healing Wish, and we get a second Dragonite. Good lord. Like
It is
that would be
true.
beautiful. Look, Aiden. I believe in Aiden, which is why I'm harsh on him because I like him a lot. I think he's a sweet young man, and I would love to see him do well. But we need to be taking some initiative. It's a lot like his Overwatch gameplay. You know, a lot like his Overwatch gameplay. We need to be taking the initiative and using our resources purposefully, rather than just randomly clicking dragon dots.
We should also stop slotting heavy-duty boots on Tinkaton.
Have we done
I
that?
will say, it seems like the past 2 games we brought that, we've also lost those 2 games. I don't know if there's any correlation there, but who's to say?
Tinkaton, apparently.
No,
Yeah.
boots on Tinkaton. Not Tinkaton.
Yeah. I mean, look. Fundamentally, this team should work, and it should work well. I think that we are going to see Aiden. Hopefully, he's got some tough matchups, but hopefully, we're going to see Aiden come out of his shell a bit towards the finishing of the regular season here. I would, as much as I would hate to be in the same division as Aiden, conceptually, I would still love to see him win. Because that's my. At the end of the day, I might be mean to him, but that's my boy right there.
Hey, there's still room. We saw in Season 9, he made playoffs, and he won with a 4-4 record.
He did.
So,
He did.
there was still tons of opportunity.
There is so much more Melee to be played. The GOAT said that, and it's true for Pokemon too.
Another thing to think about. We will see Aerials come to a game. I'm sure Blue will let us on the insider on that. What if we rethink the Dragonite perspective? What if Dragonite doesn't fit those matchups, and we're bringing everything that does? Thoughts?
Look,
What if we're not bringing
ultimately
Dragonite?
Dragonite? I think Dragonite has to come to every game because it's the main source of physical offensive pressure.
That's too good not to bring.
That is true. Air Balloon Tinkaton also been known to be pretty good. I remember that from last season.
It's pretty good.
Aiden ran that again.
Air Balloon Pickpocket, too good.
Air Balloon Pickpocket, that's right, yep.
Dragonite, bro, even if Dragonite just has like a resist berry and you lead with it, you should be able to get a kill.
I mean, that's not our worst case. You just run Choice Band Extreme Speed.
Yeah, man. Like, I think that I know we're dogging on Dragonite a little bit here, but it's because like Darkrai is putting in the numbers for him. Even Nam is like putting in a solid shift. We could ask for a little bit more, but it's being backed up by like Bloodmoon. It's all going well. It's just so conspicuous. It's so conspicuous that Dragonite is 0-2.
Yeah.
If he was winning and it was 0-2, I'd be like, you know what? Clearly, Dragonite is not like necessary to doing this. You're finding other lines. But this is why I'm working on the Dragon. Because I think he could be winning these games. I think he should be winning these games. I think he's a good player when his head's in the fucking game. I'd love to get him in the game.
I think I agree. I think, provided we're playing optimally, this could have very well been 4-0.
Yeah.
So I think that's where kind of a lot of our criticism is coming from.
Yeah. It's out of love. It's out of love.
Mm-hmm.
Should we move on?
Yeah.
To big... it says fucking cock on the bottom of the screen.
I know. I know.
I love this team. I think this team's super shice. We had winning chances versus Lil Hill, actually, and I think we were still getting used to the team week 1. So that's probably where that loss came from.
Trying to step into competitive is is too good.
And Defiant.
It is.
Elo
it
and
is-
Gambit. Oh.
Yeah, that was pretty tough. That was nice prep. Streets saying Sinistras sometimes can be abused, but yeah, it's not been too bad. I think overall from Kowtow, the Lil Hill game, he probably should have won. He got diced up like a motherfucker by that Gardevoir. I just think fundamentally this is a very strong team, and we should be making 4-4 comfortably, in my opinion.
I think I agree. I think if there's nothing on the opposing side that can like knock the fuck out of Ping Lu, I think Kowtow should have no issue with winning these games. That Ting Lu has been proven to be very hard
It's a beast.
to break.
It's a beast. It's an absolute beast. It's just, yeah. I think I like this team so much. It's a very me team.
I think I can agree with that. I think, well, so I do have to say this because my opinions have been known, but I think Terra, well, not so much Terra, but I think Iron Boulder is complete dog shit. But luckily, we have two very good other Terra captains on this that function quite well with the rest of the team.
We do. I think Boulder is, to be honest, very good. We just need to be using it in a respectable manner. This is maybe the folly of Hearthflame with Boulder, being that you can't scarf Hearthflame, because there are matchups where, like, even with Terra Boulder, just running a fucking choice band on that bad boy is so good, and then you can use your 110 speed guy, or your like 105, something above 100 speed guy as your speed control. Scarfire Dragon,
Hi,
obviously
Dragon, man.
not yeah, like Scarfire Dragon not bad, but 97?
It's 98 actually.
Is it 98? Might be. Getting it confused with the Shifu forms. Yeah, 98 leaves a little something on the table. It leaves a little something on the table that a 110 would be beautiful. But I think the team's good. I think Kowtow, he was manually promoted this season. I know Soaring is seething, blood boiling. He's saying Kowtow needs to be winning.
You win 8-0 Crystal.
He did go in, though, Crystal. It was quite a dominant performance.
Everyone watching, Jakar wanted him promoted as well, I'm pretty sure. Because he was confused. He was confused he wasn't going to be. I'm pretty sure.
I was confused. I was confused as to why there wasn't a promo spot in this league for the person who won regular season, because I think that is the main test of the consistent skill of league play. But that is a philosophical quandary for another time. I think that this is a good team. Kowtow's a good boy. He doesn't have Discord Nitro anymore. He's saving money. He's thinking fiscally. Maybe that'll happen in Pokemon too. Maybe he'll think fiscally and then everything will be fine.
I'm not sure how that can help at all, but yeah, man, sure. Shall we move on?
Yeah, it's probably a good idea. See, number 7, I believe, is Jellicent. Yeah.
So I know when we did the initial PRs, we disagreed heavily on some of the aspects of this team. I know you weren't as huge on it as I was.
Yeah, I think I've come around a little bit. I predominantly now we've got Terra Jolteon, I fuck with it more because I think that Terra Jolteon adds a lot of offensive, but also defensive presence on this team. Because the ability to tailor make it as speed control and take some of the pressure off of Moon is good. I still kind of almost feel like Terra Quack and Terra Mew are very similar guys, but it is nice having the option of utility on, especially when you've got Ghost on there.
Certainly.
It's just... Sorry, go on.
There's not so much I have to say, really. I just think, well, her only 2 losses are the 2 pretty solid teams this season. Week 1, Scratch's Week 1, you really can't put too much emphasis on, just because Week 1 is usually a week where people are just trying to figure out their teams, see what kind of works, and what does not work.
Yeah.
So I think this team can easily go 6-2.
Oh yeah, big time. I have come around on it. To be clear, I think Mew is fantastic. I think Mew is really good. Terra Mew is potentially that guy, and Glimora also definitely that guy. I really like Glimora. I hate hazard sets on Glimora, but I love a lot of Glim's sets like Rock Polish, Power Herb, Toxic Corrosion, all that kind of shit, man. I think it's super good. Particularly when, you know, weirdly this team kind of struggles. It can struggle sometimes with certain like poison and steel matchups. You wouldn't think it so much by looking at it, but
yeah, there's definitely a case where that can happen. But I will say, you can always run corrosion on Glim.
Well, this is what I'm saying, right? This is why I like that. So I think Glim is an unsung hero on this team.
Certainly. Looking at the last 3 games, they do have quite a few challenges. It looks like that they'll have to overcome to hit that potential 6-2 record. But I don't know. I think with a team like this on the right prep, it can very easily happen.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm gonna be back on the real setup soon. So I'm looking forward to being sat in a call and Mr. Jarvisimo himself coming in and saying, Jakar, check out this team. I don't care that you're playing Overwatch right now. There's more important things to be doing. So we'll get him hooked up for the last 3. We'll get him hooked up. It'll be good.
Mm-hmm.
Should we move on?
I think so.
Holy, just before we move on, sorry, I just realized, apologies, Soaring. 03 Roaring Moon, holy shit. Streets are saying we gotta be using that better.
Choice Bandit is the way.
Choice Bandit is the way. He doesn't like Choice Bandit because he's like, what about Terra Fairy? Don't worry about Terra Fairy.
Just click knock. It does 40 to 50%, and then you just
keep
it's free.
That shit.
It's free.
It is free. Alright. Now I'm good. To number, I believe, 7 or 6. Number 6. Apologies, Shadow. It's Launch City. Leech. Life. Shadow. 2054. The team that conspicuously does not have a steel type. But does have, other than that, a very good team.
Yeah, it looks like based off of the stats, Terra Keldeo has been running away with it a little bit, which is not surprising, I would say.
I think it's expected, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, let's see. They lost to the number 1 team overall, and then currently seated in number 2, I think.
Yeah, Jav is number 2. believe currently, pending obviously other Week 5 games,
Mhm.
and Syracuse is number 1. So having losses to 1 and 2, not the end of the world. The wins have been a little bit close though.
That they have.
So it is sort of getting to the point where it's like maybe we're slightly missing out on some juice on this team. It would, like, if our offensive numbers were slightly better, that would be great. But I know Lion City's trying. And God damn it, I hope he does it.
Yeah,
Slitherwing.
I think you
Slitherwing Hub
cut
would be
out a
beautiful.
little bit.
Oh, I was saying that the Slitherwing cash money from lyrics
That is true.
would hit
That is
hard.
very true. I mean, I think with a build like this, it's pretty probable to start racking up kills for sure if we're running like choice banded sets or something like that.
Mm. Yeah, looking at the last 3 games, I have to say, I feel very confident that Shadow makes playoffs. I think, for me personally, it's conspicuous that Shadow is in Sunset because he is
Oh, boy.
definitely a Gazer level player. But, you know, he needs to prove it.
Yeah,
Everybody's got to prove it.
we saw season 9. He made it to the semifinals, which you could probably argue that all of the players who were in semis could play at the Stargazer level there. But yeah, I think maybe I would probably slot this team at maybe 5-3 at worst, and maybe 6-2 at best.
Yeah. Yeah, I think 5 and 3 is the minimum we'd be looking at for Shadow here. If we went 3 and 5, pack it up, buddy. Just like focus on the army shit, man. Like, God damn.
Straight to Crystal.
Yeah, no, I think it's gonna be good. I'm looking forward to seeing the rest of this season by Shadow. I think it's he always brings something interesting to the table in his games. So I'm looking forward to it. Should we move on?
To big number 5.
Big number 5, the Big Bear himself. Number 1, I believe, in the preseason power rankings, Tokyo Teddiursas, aka Kuma Bear 88. I love this team still.
Yeah,
I don't remember his losses, but I think that he should be going 6-2. I think that this is such a strong team, and he's a good player.
yeah. I think if we don't like get behind turn 1, this is a very successful team.
I don't know how you get behind turn 1 with this team. Vikavolt is like a good lead, always, pretty much.
You know, sometimes when you scale a shot, turn 1, it can happen.
You're a real heartless bastard, you know that. But I will say, like, lock in, big boy. Just fucking lock in, big guy. Come on.
Yeah, this team is simply too amazing to not make playoffs, and we're already halfway there. We have our 2 wins, just need to fish for 2 more at least.
I've got to say, sorry, but I've been looking at the Garchomp stats, because you know I love to glaze myself a little bit here and there. I indulge. And
Only a little.
Only a little. Kuma's had this shit twice. I don't know how we're like 2 and 3 with Garchomp. Garchomp's literally that fucking guy. Greatest Pokemon ever made. Only gets better. We have to be putting in bigger work with it. Surely we can get bigger numbers without Garchomp. Because at the moment, if Cress isn't winning, it feels like Kuma's not winning.
Yeah, that's pretty fair. It seems like all the plans so far, the games have been centered around Terracrest, which is starting to rise in popularity once again. But if something happens where you get encore trapped or something like that, the game could
Yeah.
very well just be over.
You can just fucking implode. Like, yeah.
Mhm.
This is like, I don't know, man. I think we could be doing a lot more with so many big guys. The top 3 have got 6 kills combined and more deaths than that. They're negative. Those top 3 negative. Crazy.
Something I think should be pointed out, especially within the realm of PBO. Week 7, that's a cursed matchup if I've ever seen one.
Yeah.
Does Don have a
So-
Zapdos?
Talk to me about the lore.
No.
He does. Every time
does?
Kuma and Don face Zapdos, usually Kuma has a Zapdos. If Kuma had that Zapdos that's missing every hurricane. On brings a Zapdos to the Kuma matchup. We'll see how it fares. It's cursed.
Oh, okay.
The
okay,
Zapdos
okay.
matchup.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to that.
Every
Kuma
time they
versus
play, it's
Zapdos.
so haxy. It's so haxy.
Look, Kuma does something to
Because it's
Zapdos.
Zapdos. Yeah.
Kuma does something to Zapdos. I don't know what it is, but Kuma fucks with the RNG, and I don't know if it's like his Showdown name or the avatar he uses, some combo of like that and his IP address, but the RNG is fucked when Zapdos hits the field, and it's gonna be haxy again, is what I'm predicting. So I'm looking forward to that. Oh, water is beautiful, man. Drink water.
We could give the
Make sure everybody's
Chi what?
drinking water.
We could give it up.
Tell you what we could give up. Is we could give up talking about Kuma by 88.
And what someone
I agree with that.
we love. Someone here loves.
Yeah, man. That's a
It's
statement.
Leopold, aka the.
Mr. Monkey.
I've been pleasantly surprised by Leo's performance so far, because
What was the forfeit win?
this.
What was the forfeit win for him?
He-
Remember?
Oh yeah. He does have a forfeit. Yeah, but he wins that anyway. I believe.
True.
Like Leo versus Kuma is a cursed matchup as well. I don't know what happens with Kuma in this server, but just shit hits the fucking fan every time. And
Mhm.
I was offering some sage wisdom when he was drafting this team, and it's performed a lot better than I think both of us were expecting it to, because of the speed tier difficulties, with Thunderous being your only guy over 110, and also your only guy over 100. Lol. What the
Yeah.
How does he win?
He's just simply too good.
I think that must be it. I mean, look, Terrabolt's great. And he is a strong player when he puts his fucking mind to it. What happened with his Dreary lane game? Do we know? I did watch that game. I clearly have repressed the memory
It
of
was a
'cause
very
disappointed me
odd
so much.
set of turns with Gliscor and it being like Terrafire. Dreary Lane, he didn't have a Terra Dark Urshifu single strike answer. Let's just put it like that.
Yeah, that does make sense.
That
To make it
checks
simple.
out.
To make it simple.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
a great answer, at least, for the way the game went.
Yeah, I mean, Big Dog, we gotta be putting out some. There we go. This is the answer to all of the issues ever. What are you doing offensively? Thunderous is great offensively, man. You can just take its item off and let it click acrobatics, and I'm gonna be fucking real. Flying resists are hard to come by in this day and age.
This is true.
So, yeah. I don't know. I don't know how he's going to do, frankly, because I'm a little bit shocked that he's done quite so well as he has. But I think it's entirely possible we see a 5-3 from Leo. If I were to guess, I would say 5-3.
I think that looks exceedingly probable.
It's a tough neck. That's a tough next.
Yeah.
Record aside.
It's somewhat
Record
tough,
aside.
yeah.
Records aside.
It is. Like, historically, yeah. I'm just going to say, I think Leo's blossomed as a player since leaving the Sandy Shot squad. And that's just something to think about.
I mean, based off of the Shock's performance this season, that is certainly probable.
Well, to be fair, they have a lot of them played against Tsar himself, so that's an auto loss anyway.
That is unfortunately true, but I don't know. I mean, the two Sunset Shocks players are what? They're 500 at best.
You know. Politics aside, I've been pleasantly surprised, and I'm hoping we do see a 6-2. I'm hoping we do see a 6-2. I'm hoping we see a 5-3.
I mean, I would say, given that we apparently know nothing about this team based off of how it's been performing, who's to say what happens?
Yeah,
with
0-3 from
remaining
here on
3
out.
weeks. Yeah. Hell
Hey,
yeah.
look, anything can happen. Anything can happen, man. Should we keep it moving to
I think
big
so.
numero 3? It is the Kimiko Pump and Dump, aka the Captain Lil Hill. Forever. Wacky ass team, huh?
I don't know. I think streets are saying Terra Tusk paired with an iron a bundle can be pretty good, but who knows?
It is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. With a Gloking in the back, it's shockingly pretty good. Belly Bolt's also great. Yeah, it's the mon quality on this team is like super high. Like, sure, we've got Juggerus, Bramblecast, Tauros. Oh,
We also
other than that,
heavily changed this since the initial PRs were recorded, I believe.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
we
we did.
told
It
them
was week 1. It was very much for the better. I think it was having watched our PRs potentially even. I know I hate to auto-fillet ourselves too much, but I think it was some sage advice we offered.
Yeah. I mean, since week 1, they've gone 2-1, which I don't really think you can complain too much about. So there's a chance
Yeah, I didn't
that
see
the advice we gave turned out.
It turned out good. Yeah,
Mhm.
I didn't see the Helsinki game.
Palo Sand.
But
he couldn't
Palo
break, he couldn't
Sand.
break like a Palo Sand. I was talking to him and he said there was something he didn't bring for Palo Sand. Also Terra Steel Hydrapple couldn't really break that either. So those 2 months
that's a
fucked
tough.
him up.
That's maybe a tough combo him. That's fair.
That is
I think,
tough.
Ghost
like
Water
Syracuse.
and Terra Steel Hydrapple he couldn't break it.
Yeah. I feel like Syracuse could be used more. What's Big Ledge doing this season so far? It's Pumper every game, 5-3. That's pretty good.
5
We
and
love
3,
that.
not bad at all.
Yeah, not bad. Tusk. See, this is the thing, right? Tusk is 2-4. I have used Terra Tusk, and like, it's okay. You know what I mean? It's all right. I'm not the biggest fan of it.
Yeah.
I don't super believe in Bramblegast, but I'm understanding as I look at this why we struggled versus Palisand, because actually I think this is something we brought up when the changes were made. His ground type matchup is surprisingly very bad.
Yeah. I mean, it's just,
That's tough.
yeah. I mean, Gamblegas just not real, so it's only Iron Jugulus.
Jugular Streets are saying also potentially fake.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really seen one do anything relevant for the past however long. So yeah, that point has merit as well. I think I think you're correct about Terra Tusk. It doesn't really get the benefit out of Terra that a lot of other mons can receive, but luckily we do have the Terra Ledge to kind of help out with that a bit.
I think it's Terra Ledge. Super shiced. Super shiced. I think that was pretty tough. I think
Certainly.
Terra Bolt has been his go-to though, right? Which is understandably so because it can, in conjunction with Glow King / Scizor, that's a great defensive pivoting setup, right? So I think looking ahead for the next 4 games, I expect we should be getting at least bare minimum 2 wins. I feel like we should be getting 3, personally, at least. I expect this to be a good playoffs run. That's what I'm really expecting, because I think that this team has such a great potential that it doesn't even matter that 3 of the Pokemon on this team are kind of shite. Because it's a tough ass team. I think it's super good. I think we can be taking it to Stargazer, taking it all the way. Very impressed with what I've seen so far.
One thing I'd like to know, just looking at this team, if that Ceruledge tears out of the fire type, does this not just get 6-0'd by a strong fire type?
It doesn't get 6 by a strong fire type. No, not it depends. Like what fire type, what specific Pokemon are we thinking of? is my answer is my question.
I have an
Response
answer to the
to
question when Blue Fusion's done.
I think a Blaziken can probably do it.
Okay, well, I'm not fucking tearing out of fire with fucking Ceruledge against a Blaziken. That's my fucking answer to that.
That's fair. That's fair.
What about you?
If we look
Alright.
back at the Kuma game, I think it was turn 24. Kuma clicks Flamethrower and not Dark Pulse, Kuma probably wins. Because that Chiyu Kuma had went kind of crazy into this team.
Yeah,
He kind of went crazy into this team.
So,
Chiyu was a
yeah,
great
Chiyu can be
answer.
pretty
It
tough.
was a great answer into this team.
Yeah, I
and
think
he
for
also
that,
hadn't
you
missed a
have to
Hydro
have it.
Pump for 3 weeks in a row. He only did every pump
Yeah.
for 3 weeks.
Yeah,
Like all
so this
8 on
is the
press as
issue.
well.
So this is the main issue with fire types of the team is missing pumps. Because Bundle has
This
a real
bundle is
proclivity
9
for
and
that
1
shit.
though.
Yeah, no, Bundle's great. Bundle's great. This is why I think, like, offensively, I think we can handle the fires not too badly. It does end up being like, maybe I have the Terra Water on Bellybolt. You know? Maybe that's a thing that just has to be done. But yeah, you're not, like, incorrect. But,
Just an observation.
yeah. I love observing. I'm hashtag observing. Should we move on? Observing.
I think we shall.
To number 2. Is this number 2?
Ah,
This is number 2.
yes, number
This
2.
is indeed number 2.
Which is Helsinki Jellicent Klub. Piloted by Raphael. I'm not as much of a fan of this team as you are, I think.
I will stand by the things I said in the PRs. I think this team is awesome, and I think we made it even better by slotting Terra on Excadrill.
Oh yeah. To be fair, I have just looked at the transaction list and just seen we booted the fuck out of Empoleon and Terra off of Wheezing, I assume, for Melodic and Terra Drill. That is a fantastic move because Empoleon is horrible. That guy is absolutely dog. And Terra Drill is so good. I mean, you got 2.5 phenomenal Terra captains on this team, plus Palafin.
Yeah, I mean, this team just has like 5 win cons. Like the first 5 on this roster can just win.
Yeah, they can. They super can. Look, T-Tar might be my GOAT, so like I would love to see DD T-Tar win a game.
T-Tar is too good.
I'd love to see T-Tar win a game. I'm not sure how feasible that is given the next 4, although I have to say, I think given the next 4 lineup, this should be at least a 6-2 season from Helsinki. At least a 6-2. It is entirely possible, so I think this is probably a finals team. I think for me, off of what happened so far in the season, it is definitely our top 2 that should be in the finals.
Yeah, I mean, with 3 wins, some are saying weeks 6 and 7. Yeah, I think this team can.
Sorry, what?
This team can be 7 and 1.
Yeah, we are in fact looking to get 6 or 7 wins out of this season. Yeah, I mean, see, that's interesting. So the Palisand clearly has come a couple of times, and Terra Drample's come a couple of times. Terra Drample only 1-1, but I would have to assume that it has been making phenomenal progress for the likes of Palafin/Drill over the course of the games, because it's really those 2 that are winning the games here, and I think that just makes a lot of sense to me. They're such phenomenal game enders that with the ability to chip the like Ace and Thunderous and Drapple and even like T-Tar. T-Tar chip is crazy. The fact it gets knockoff this season, this gen now, that shit's kind of fucked.
It's too good.
So yeah, he's got 2 phenomenal cleaners, and he does have great problem makers. So I have come around on this team a lot more. The initial PRs, I will be happily admitting that.
Yeah.
But I think for me, it feels like our number 1 spot. Who? I don't know. Are we ready to move on?
I think so. The only last thing I think I'll the last comment I'll make on this is that I think swapping the Terra to Terra Excadrill made this team so much more potent.
It's way fucking better. It's way better. Yeah. Okay. So
Let's move on.
we've alluded to number 1, and it is the only coach to have beaten Helsinki so far. Syracuse Snorlax, aka piloted by the ITB King Frank Hank. It's a great team. It's a great team.
Yeah.
They have a loss to
Kowtow.
Kowtow. It's tough. I don't really know what happened. In my head, because I'm sure I watched the game, but in my head, I'm looking at this team and I'm thinking we should definitely be able to Kowtow's team with this. It's got such great pieces, bro. Heatran. Oh my god, that guy is ridiculous. Heatran is a phenomenal fucking poke. With Terra, even more so. You can just beat anything with Terra.
Yeah, it seems like in the past, I would say half a year, Heatran's been on the rise, it looks like, just because it's been taking on more offensive roles, which I think help it out a lot, just because it used to be such a defensive powerhouse, but with everything having coverage to hit it now, it kind of fell off because of that. But the new resurgence of offensive Heatran is so much fun to spectate.
Oh, look, people forgot that this shit has 130
Dirty,
G
yeah.
dang special attack. And this is all like well and good. I'm just glazing Heatran a little bit here. I also love Landorus and Bax on this team. I think that top 4 is super terrifying. Masquerada, best revenge killer, best cleaner in the league. But when we look at the stats of the team, Blue Fusion 3-2-1, you tell me. 11-2, 11-2, Terra Okidogi.
That's insane. Just taking a look at that now. It's the kill leader. I will say, Terradogi, with the right Terra type, matchups can become pretty free.
They're calling Terradogi better Terrazarud. That's what they're saying.
That's not outlandish to say. That's not outlandish to say.
Imagine Terra Okidogi, but imagine Terrazarud, but it had an ability that half the time just toxic poisons any check. And also you have fighting stab.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, like, I don't genuinely think it's better than Zarud, but it's doing better than Zarud in Sunset, so stats don't lie.
Yeah, I forget where we had this initially when we ranked the teams of probably a month ago, but I mean, this team looks this team looks solid on paper, and it seems to be performing as kind of as well as we thought it would, which is nice to see.
You had Syracuse at 7.
7? Somebody go back in time and shoot us.
He also said Gimme Ghoul Pumpedums at 11.
Well,
the team was
we
worse
can
for
just,
him. But to stay on Syracuse was 7th. Helsinki was 6th.
You can edit that out.
That's why we reevaluate halfway through the season. That's why we love the PBO in this household, because we care. And I think that Syracuse has been performing really well. I think he does. I'm not gonna lie, he's got kind of a hard fucking season, just in general. He's had a really hard series of matchups, and it's not gonna stop. But he's done well so far, so I have no reason to doubt that it's gonna stop here.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the schedule, I think all of these teams are like, they have very good chances to make playoffs, which I think just kind of shows how solid of a player the Snorlax is.
Got cut out for a moment there, but
That's tough.
co-sign unequivocally with whatever you just said.
I was just saying that all 8 teams at the third play currently have very good chances to make playoffs. So for coming out currently 3-1 with 4 weeks played, I think this is a team that we see in the finals.
I think it should be. I think it should be. Look, we haven't even activated backs yet, really. This is another thing. 3-1, and we've got a Ribombi. All I'm saying is, having prepped for Webb's backs this week, Webb's backs is the most horrifying fucking thing imaginable, bro. Like,
yeah, that is pretty strong, isn't it?
Need to run Dragon Dance. You can just run Swords Dance, and then what do you do? What do you do?
Yeah.
Terrifying. Well, I look forward to watching even more Sunset games.
As do I.
It's been a lot of fun chatting about how wrong we were, how right we were in some cases, mostly how wrong we were. I look forward to the week 8 recap. You know what? Syracuse went 3-5. I don't think that's gonna happen, but
There's always a chance.
Yeah, there's always a chance. Where there's a backs, there's a way. Yeah, been great. Thank you, Soren.
Thank you.
As always, you're such a
Thank you.
beautiful man. People don't mention that enough.
For post week 7 PRs. In Syracuse, like Jakar said, would go 3-5, and I'm about to be like, well,
Oh?
I remember when Don was 3rd in preseason. Now he's what, 3rd, 12th. I remember that.
Yeah.